Hello friends, Coach Bob here, and today we are going to do a quick walk around of a 2020 CanAm RT Limited. I'm going to tell you before we even get there, don't be too critical of my camera work. It really left a little to be desired today. Really wasn't planning on posting this up. I was just mainly doing this for my references, but I felt like that it was worth putting out there for those who are looking at it. And it is a very, very interesting machine. So remember, like, share, and subscribe. And here it is. Without further ado, the 2020 CanAm RT Limited. So there's a lot of talk about the 2020. So here's a little walk around. My observations, first off, it's super long, like unbelievably long. Keys in it. So we'll look at the front. I know that there may be some cubic footage difference, but when I'm looking at this, upon initial look, it looks narrower. It may be deeper, but it looks narrower, which would be a problem with my helmet. I noticed that this pin, the way it locks and closes up, is different. I'm not going to say that I like that better or worse. The overall width may be wider. Maybe it's the length that makes it look narrower. It looks narrower to me, but it could be the length that makes it look that way. I don't know. The running boards are enormous. I'm sure that is wonderful for touring. Aesthetically, I'm not real fond of that, but I'm sure that for like a touring type thing, it would be wonderful. Saddlebags, we talked about. I know everything I've read has big saddlebag difference. So here they are. They say this thing will hold. You find the latch here. Step one, you have to be smarter than the machine. Here it is. USB port is here. This right here, I assume that you can undo that and lift this bag off. I had the understanding that it doesn't close any better than mine. Was with the understanding that the bags were removable, and although they may be, I certainly don't see that as a realistic thing. Looking at these things, could it be big enough for a full face helmet? I know that the left hand side on mine is not. The right hand side on mine is big enough for a full face, which is odd to me anyway. And this one is bigger. The other one still has that hump in there. So whether the left hand side is going to hold a helmet, I don't know, but the starboard side definitely will. Rear pegs look pretty much the same. Volume controls and things like that are the same. Heated seats, heated grips. The speakers, one thing, the armrests that come on the newer ones that you can buy for the newer ones obviously will not work. I look forward to seeing what CanAm is going to do with the armrest on that. Seat looks nice. Did not lift the seat. Okay. One thing that I was curious about if CanAm was going to fix is this, and they have. There's your glove box, and it now has your BRP app connect information right there. I like that. I'm gonna lift the seat. It's not. There it is. All right. So here's the seat. One thing that I think is a definite plus is the seat is split now. People like me, where Coach Vic is in a wheelchair, she can sit on it. I know you're not supposed to sit on it while somebody's putting gas in it, but that would be a nice thing that was designed that way. I know some people had talked about some different tabs that were broken. Everything so far on this one that I've seen looks good. The fit and finish looks good. I had seen also where all of this is new. This is where the old glove box used to be. So you've got your windshield rise and lower, heated grips, obviously heated seat, and then basically this is your toggle switch here. So this really is just a replication of what's over here, and these would be the old ones there. You look at $27,299, so not too shabby, I don't guess, for what it is. It is a beautiful machine. I love the color. The dash, let's look at it. There it is. Looks exactly like the dash on the other. So I would say that the BRP and all of that stuff is exactly the same. So. Also, the antenna, you'll notice the antenna is mounted down here as opposed to on the side of the bag. That's a little different. I am curious that whenever you start doing wiring harnesses and things like that, what all you have to disassemble and how easy or difficult it is to come apart. That's been one of my complaints with mine is the plastic does feel kind of cheap and easy to break. So every time you take anything apart, that's a little disconcerting. I do like this. I don't know if anyone else has experienced when you're driving on semi-wet pavement that you're slinging mess all over the back of your rear bag. The fender goes a little further down, so that's going to keep all of that from happening. You know, just looking inwardly from here, it doesn't look a lot different. I'm sure if you've watched the Smokes vlogs that it is significantly different when you get all of these body panels off. So a lot of significant changes, but it is a beautiful machine, same engine. Don't know what the horsepower is. I haven't looked into that. Maybe when I do it, there will be something up over there with the horsepower and all those specifications if I can find that. And without further ado, the effervescent Coach Vic would like to say something.
It's been a great day. Hi, Dad. You're awesome.
All the flowers that you sent through the emojis on the channel made Coach Vic feel better. As you can tell that she is her effervescent self once again.
Yes, I am. Thank you for all the flowers.
She's singing Bryan Adams. We just lost our G rating. A few of the specifications after reviewing this particular machine. The fuel capacity on the new one is 7.0 gallons. And on the old one is 6.9. The wheelbase, I find this very interesting. Both of them are 67.5 inches long. So it looks like the difference is body work, not wheelbase. And I would venture to say if the wheelbase is the same, that the stance left to right is probably the same as well. As far as weight, the curb weight on the 2019 was 1,012, and on the 2020, from what I could find, was 1,021. So 9 pounds heavier with the same wheelbase, which brings us to one of my favorite specifications, and that's horsepower. The horsepower at 115 horsepower is identical, as they would say on My Cousin Vinny. But a quick little walk around of the 2020 RT Limited. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, if you're not enjoying the journey, you are doing it wrong. So, seize the day, baby. We'll see you next time. That's a good deal on the mic. That's pretty cool. That's a weird machine, isn't it? I love it. I do love it. That's a good price, man. $14,635. I think Yamaha might be a little disappointed in that.